Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we got some warnings out there about possible scams when you're getting off your cruise ship heading to another destination like an airport, or perhaps you're heading from the Orlando cruise port to go to Disney or Universal. There's some scams going on. We want to let you know about that. I've had this happen to me as well, but didn't fall for it. We also have Carnival now charging for something that used to be free. The Carnival Sunshine is now finished its dry dock and is heading to its brand new year-round cruise port, home port. We also have Virgin Voyages is updating something on their ships that some people are pretty excited about. We also have another Norovirus outbreak. This time over 120 people have been affected. And yeah, just to cap it all off, we also had a fire on a Disney cruise ship. Okay, did that sound like a lot? Sounded like a lot to me. So let's get into it right off the bat. So this happened to me and my niece when we were heading to the rideshare pickup spot where Uber or Lyft would pick you up. Well, a van drove by, an SUV, and called out, said, need a ride, need a ride? I'm with Uber, we can give you a ride. And my niece said, yeah, and before I could stop her, he had already started and turned around, and then I told her, no, we don't know who this person is. We didn't call this person. This person could be a kidnapper for all we know. This person could be, could charge us anything he wants, kind of thing. So when he did show up, I made sure of the price beforehand, and then I got on there, because now that and I also had it on my phone. He didn't know it, but I had it on my phone. So I covered myself. But some passengers have reported that they were taking a trip from the Orlando cruise port, heading over to Universal Studios. And when they got to Universal Studios, this guy who had picked them up, saying that he was, with Uber and everything, found out he wasn't with Lyft, he wasn't with Uber, he was just doing this on his own, tried to charge him $345. And normally this trip is anywhere between $80 to $120. So you can see he was trying to get triple to quadruple the money that he should have been paid. Luckily they didn't fall for it and said, no, we're not paying you that, no way. And they ended up paying $100. But it could have been far worse, as he could have called the cops and said, look, these people, I told them how much it was going to be. The cops would show up and possibly take his side on it. Possibly not, but you never know. So always be aware, go through the proper channels, make your Uber call. Don't let some random person pick you up at the cruise ports, because you just don't know what their intentions are. They could be scammers, they could be worse. We also have now the Carnival Sunshine just finished its dry dock and is heading to Norfolk, Virginia, where that will be its new home port year-round. Also, it's got the new refurbishments on it, so it's done some changes. There's some upgrades to the casino. Most of the changes you're going to notice are on the top decks, where it's got new flooring. They've worked on the water course there, the ropes course, the water slides, etc. Most of the stuff you're going to see is up on the top decks as far as the big changes to the ship is concerned. But it's at a dry dock, it's going to look brand new again in places, and people at Norfolk, Virginia are going to have a great ship to sail on. Next, let's also talk about Carnival. If you've ever been to La Pax in Mexico, that is around, from LA or San Francisco, those cruises. There is a cruise port there, but the real location is like downtown and to the beach in that area, and it's about a half-hour drive from the cruise terminal. There's not much around the cruise terminal itself. Well, what used to be free was a shuttle service that Carnival provided, a bus service back and forth from the downtown and the beach area. However, there is now a fee, and you can book it through the Carnival app. You can pay it at the adventure desk. It's $10 for adults. I think it's 13 and older is $10 per person. Doesn't sound like a lot of money. It is return, so you can, it counts for your trip back as well. However, that is now a shuttle service as well, and it's a fee that people didn't have to pay just a month or two ago. So keep that in mind if you're traveling to La Pax. You may have that shuttle service fee to pay from now on as well. Now, Virgin Voyages has just come out and said that, Valentine's Day is just around the corner, so we're going to celebrate by giving passengers some new shows. And on the Scarlet Lady, I believe is the one they're talking about. Maybe it's going to go to their other ships as well. But they're bringing on 2 brand new shows and performances. One is going to be a Y2K. Remember that? 2000? Remember that catastrophe that everyone was checking their computers and everything thinking the world was going to shut down? Well, a Y2K New Year's Eve bash is going to be there. So, and it's described as interactive, so you can imagine it's just going to be one big party kind of thing, a lot of dancing and the countdown and Happy New Year kind of celebration. The other one is going to be a rock-y show where it's said to be a live band, etc., with passengers joining in the sing-along. It's kind of like a karaoke rock kind of show, I guess. Again, more interactive entertainment. I'm not really a big dancer anymore at my age, or if I'm a solo cruiser, it's not, I'm not the kind of guy who just walks up and starts dancing with random people on a floor, and I'm not the best singer in the world, that's for sure. So I don't know if these shows are for me, but I bet a younger crowd, a partier crowd will enjoy these shows a lot more. Finally, well, not finally, we got 2 more big stories coming out. One is, again, we have another Norovirus outbreak, and this time it's on the Holland America, Rotterdam, with about 120 cruise passengers coming down with the virus, and it's confirmed that it is Norovirus. We also had the Royal Caribbean ship that just redocked back in Florida, and it still has issues with people on board with the virus, even though they've done a deep cleaning as well. But yeah, 7.5% of the people on that Royal Caribbean ship came down with the Norovirus. That's a lot of people. So if you're going cruising anytime soon, especially right now, it seems out of Florida, folks, really take that extra time, wash your hands, use sanitizer everywhere you go if you don't want to become sick on your next cruise. And finally, Disney's newest ship, the Disney Treasure, had a fire on board in the incinerator room. Now, it was put out very quickly. There was no real danger to any passengers. In fact, passengers didn't even notice a smoke smell from what I can ascertain from all the reports coming out. But a lot of people took this pretty lighthearted, saying, well, wait a minute, a fire in the incinerator room. Isn't that kind of where a fire should be? Is in the incinerator room? Isn't that what an incinerator does, is set fire to things and burn it? So it was kind of saying, well, if it's ever going to have a fire, that's the place to have it. So I guess they're right in that case. But good news is, again, no damage to the ship. Passengers weren't inconvenienced, no delays whatsoever on the cruise itself, and the ship is in fine working order thanks to the quick work of the fire dispatch team on the Disney Treasure. So good job from the Disney Treasure. Alrighty, let me know in the comments, are you a little concerned about how many noroviruses outbreaks are happening lately on cruise ship? We had 5 in December, 5 in January, and 2 huge outbreaks already in February so far. And also, what do you think about these entertainment options on Virgin? Do you think that might make you want to take a Virgin cruise if you haven't tried it? Let me know in the comments down below, and until next time, I hope you liked this video. You did? Please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.